This is going to be Ancelotti's 2013 and 2014 tactics, which picked up a 96% win rate. Let's get in. First of all, it is going to be with, obviously, Real Madrid, the talking point of this entire video. We come up and we win the treble. It's going to be the Liga BBVA, not the Santander, the BBVA to be exact, where we actually go invincible, winning 35 and drawing the other 3. Them draws coming against the likes of Granada, Valencia and Atletico Pamplona. Very close to going and complete 30 out of 38 games there. We also win the Champions League against a very strong Bayern Munich team in a 3-0 win. And also the Spanish Cup comes in against Atletico Madrid, who, by the way, had quite a good team in 2013. Now, of course, going over to this Spanish league, it is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo coming in. Of course, playing on this database, this tactic does also work on just any database, to clarify that, including obviously the new usual version of the game. 52 goals for Ronaldo, also picking up the highest average rating alongside of Gareth Bale. Assist-wise is going to be Modric, Bale and Cristiano Ronaldo. Iker Casillas, what a throwback, picks up the most clean sheets. Now, going over to the stats, we are going to feature in quite a fair few, being 6 to be exact. The most points per game at 2.84, the most goals at over 150, the fewest shots against at 194, the most shots at over 880, 888 to be exact. Possession-wise, second place with 60% of the ball. We were never going to get more than Barcelona because it's not purely a possession-based system. The fewest conceded at 17, and the most clean sheets coming in at 26. We literally took over the entire Spanish football scene. Data type-wise, it is going to be 4.16 goals every single game, only 0.45 conceded. 23 shots every single game, a great pass completion, and an even better tackle win ratio. This Real Madrid team was something special. But of course, the Champions League final, two of the biggest teams in 2013 going head-to-head, and a shocker from Boateng as Gareth Bale goes through and tucks it into the bottom left-hand corner. One thing we've seen on multiple occasions from Gareth Bale. Di Maria loses it out there to Alaba, but it is going to be Pepe who gets it back. Great ball through into Di Maria, into Ronaldo. It is quick, simple passing which gets the job done. This tactic does it so well. Bale back to Ramos now, into Alonso, over the top, into Modric, a little flick on, into Ronaldo. It's an unlucky goal for Bayern to concede, but this Bayern team is no joke. Neuer, Lahm, Boateng, Badstuber, Alaba, Martinez, Schweinsteiger, Kroos, Robben, Ribéry, Goetze. An incredible team, but on the day, delivered nothing. Also, another Ancelotti team is going to be PSG, and we come on and we put on an absolute masterclass again. We don't win the Champions League. Obviously, we sort of were testing all on the same database anyway, or the same save, sorry. We do win the league, though, with 27 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses. We win the French Cup against the likes of Marseille, 3-0, all the goals coming in extra time. I think we are going to watch that as a highlight eventually. And also the French Champions Trophy, which is going to be against Bordeaux in a very comfortable 4-2 win. Now, of course, in the league, we have got the big man up top, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, with 47 goals. We're also going to treble the average ratings. Ibrahimovic, Cavani and Javier Pastore. Assist-wise, going to be Thiago Motta, Cavani and Verratti as well. And it is going to be Sirigu, another throwback of a goalkeeper coming in right there, picking up 14 clean sheets. Now, team stats, we are going to feature in almost everything. The most clean sheets, the fewest conceded. Possession, 59%, tied with Bordeaux and Rennes not far behind. Most shots at 256, over 640 shots for. Most goals at over 115, and the most points coming in at 2.47. Now, going over to the data hub, it is going to be 3.41 goals every single game, only 0.82 conceded, just over 19 shots a game, an 87% pass completion, and a tackle win ratio just shy of 78%. Let's go and watch that very dramatic French final. The French final definitely was something. I mean, we're looking at it now. It is going to be all of the goals coming past the 91st minute, all in extra time, and it's going to be 2 identical penalties. That is not the same highlight. 2 identical penalties. That was going to be Matuidi, out into Maxwell, into Marquinhos, back into Matuidi, goes alone, on the Verratti, onto Verratti. Not a bad goal. It's a bit of a weird game, though, I'll be honest. And obviously, for anyone that's going to want to remember the Marseille team in 2013, they had some good players. Mandanda, obviously, Nkulu, Payet, what a throwback. I mean, it's really fun playing on this database, guys. You need to give it a whirl. But we did deserve to win it, let's be honest. And of course, the next team you think about when it comes to Ancelotti, AC Milan. And we come out and we put on a very good display, winning the Serie A, again, only losing 3 games, winning 29 and winning the Italian Cup against Napoli, a very strong team in 2013. We've absolutely demolished them. Going over to the Serie A, so it is going to be Balotelli. Now, I completely forgot we even had Balotelli. Of course we did. Balotelli coming in with 30 goals, also picking up the 2nd average rating, and it is going to be also a player of ours picking up the 3rd average rating, also getting the most assists. Now, this player here, any FIFA viewers, leave a like on the video. Who remembers Victor Ababo, who's now got his moves to Arsenal? A very interesting signing, I will say so. Stat-wise, we are going to feature in almost everything. Most points per game, most goals at exactly 100, most shots at 720, fewer shots at 191. Possession-wise, we are going to be in 3rd place, just behind Roma and obviously Juventus, who did play that way play with 64% of the ball, most dribbles being made, the fewest conceded, and also the most clean sheets. So we are doing everything really well. The only weakness, if you want to say a weakness, quite hard to say when you're winning this many trophies, is going to be the possession. But at the end of the day, he's not really known for a very high level of possession back then. Back now, you can argue maybe he does play a bit more of a control and style. But back then, you got Ronaldo, you got Bale, you got a free send. Let them do their thing because they've definitely got the quality. Data hub-wise is going to be 2.63 goals per game, only 0.61 conceded, basically 19 shots a game, an 88% pass completion, and a tackle win ratio of 77.59. So in reality, that is 3 very good set of tests. And of course, this Italian Cup final is going to be a 5-0 win over Napoli, and it was not close in any part of the game, I'll be honest with you boys. Balotelli gets off to a great start inside of 17 minutes, and from this point onwards, they literally offered nothing. We didn't offer anything either in the rest of the half. This is all now done in the second half, but after the second goal went in, it was a bit of a collapse from them. They then concede 2 very quick goals in succession. It's going to be Niang down the right-hand side. Awful defending from them. It's going to be Poli back into Balotelli, who, you know, is 1 goal off his hat-trick now. Is he going to get it? Time will soon tell. As it's going to be Mexes playing it back into the middle, into Montalivo, into Poli, through, in, and it's going to be a very, very easy finish. Made it look easy anyway. Into the right-hand corner off the post. One little last set piece. It's going to be a very interesting attempt from Maggio to clear the ball. Into Poli, into Niang, into El Shaarawy, the AC Milan man, in a very comfortable, very easy 5-0 win over a great Napoli team who featured Hamsik. What a throwback. Also, over to your favourite part of the video, that is going to be the tactic breakdown. If you are enjoying, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to get over 13 perks and support me as a creator, you can come over and check out the Patreon, where there's over 2,700 people. You get access to all 3 of these tactics. You get the mobile tactic, the console tactic. You get them early. You get priority in the tactic and the rebuild requests. I also tweak your tactics, tweak your saves, and also you get enrolled to the monthly PayPal giveaway, which at the moment is £100. Sometimes it's football shirts, football tickets. There's a lot going on over there. Go and check it out in the description. But we are going to start off with the Ancelotti 2013-2014 tactic. It is going to be a goalkeeper, simply on defend, the fullback on the right, on support, on cross from the byline, and also close down more. Central defender on the right is simply going to be on defend, next to a ball-playing defender, again, simply on defend. Now, the fullback on the left is going to be the Marcelo of the team, on attack, on close down more, and Marcelo was a very attacking fullback, so that is why he is going to be on attack compared to the supportive fullback on the right-hand side. A deep line playmaker comes in on support, on close down more, partnered with a Roman playmaker on support, on close down more, and Mark tighter, with a Mazzala on attack, also on close down more, and Mark tighter. So this midfield are really going to be pressing heavily on the opposition and winning the ball back a lot in that midfield, where then you can offload to both of these wingers. On the left, a winger on attack, on cut inside, shoot more often, run from position and close down more. That is the Ronaldo of the team. On the right hand side is going to be the Gareth Bale, the winger, more direct passes and close down more, and a deep line forward on support, on run from position and also close down more. It is hands down one of the best 4-3-3s if you've got the correct players to utilise in it. So if you've got a winger on the left who's got great shoot and can cut in, you know, have a few wonder goals, you've got more of a supportive winger who still can, you know, have a crack at goal, but get the ball in, run at players, and obviously a bit of a link-up striker. It works really, really well to the team instructions. It's actually all based off a fluid counter on the positive mentality. We are going to go with attack and whip set, 2 wide. We're going to pass into space. We're going to overlap left and play out from the back. We're going to prioritise the left because I really want Marcelo making them runs. The right side is not as needed in my opinion. This is going to remain the same, so both middle options. That's going to be nice and simple. We're going to run at defence, and we are going to have mixed crosses. So this tactic is almost sort of a counter-attacking vibe, as it is by the actual game style. But what I will say is, don't get put off by that. It's not going to be negative and sitting back. It's very aggressive, a very aggressive counter-attacking, fast-paced football style. Transition is going to be counter press, counter, distribute quickly, distribute to the centre-backs while taking short goal kicks. And lastly, out of possession is going to be the standard defensive line, matched with that high press and line of engagement. Trigger press is going to be set to more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and also get stuck in. And that's going to complete your default variant. Now to the attacking variant and defensive. You're going to need all 3. So now this one is to be used if you're chasing the game, or if you're playing as such a big team you think you can just ego anyone and go in and score 5-6. If you want to do that, this is going to be for you. So it is going to be a goalkeeper on defend. The fullback on the right now is going to be on attack also, on cross from byline and close down more. The fullback on the left is going to be on attack, simply on close down more. We bring in 2 ball playing defenders, both on dribble more as well. So you're going to have very confident ball playing defenders to utilise this correctly. A deep line playmaker in the midfield on support, on more direct passes and close down more. A box to box comes in because a little bit more attacking than a Roman playmaker, and he's going to get further forward. He's going to pass it shorter, move into the channels, close down more, and also mark tighter. So he's literally going to bomb up and down this pitch and get really involved involved in the game. The Mazzala comes in on attack on this time, dribble more, close down more, and also mark tighter. The winger on the left remains exactly the same, as does the winger on the right, because we don't really need to change it. The only other change when it comes to the player roles is going to be the deep line forward. That goes from support to an attacking duty, pushing him up the field a little bit, as the rest of the team will also be pushed up. So he's going to be on attack, on room from position, and close down more. So again, based off the fluid counter, but this time it is going to be set to attacking. We are of course going to go with wide. That is never going to change. We're going to pass into space. We're going to play out from the back. We're going to overlap right, and this time overlap left. So we're going to get both wing backs heavily involved. The tempo is going to move up by 1, 2 slightly higher. Obviously, just getting the game moving a little bit quicker, getting the players a bit more revved up almost. We're going to be more expressive. We're also going to run at defence, and there is no reason to change the mixed crosses, because at the end of the day, if Ronaldo gets at the back stick, for example, he can get his head on it. In transition, we're going to play to anyone across the back line while taking short goal kicks. We're going to distribute quickly. We're going to counter, and we're going to counter press. And lastly, out of possession, we are going to go right in with the high pressing line of engagement, the higher defensive line, more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. Now over to the defensive tactic. For the defensive tactic, we are going to go with a goalkeeper simply on defend on the default. We're then going to have 2 default fullbacks. Now, these are really going to be restricted now. So I will say with this tactic, probably to be used more for defending the games out. I wouldn't initially say go in and play like this. This is more designed for if you're a couple of goals up, you want to save some fitness, save some stamina, and just be more defensive. It's the perfect way of doing it. A ball-playing defender on the left, simply on defend, with a central defender on defend on the right-hand side. A DM comes in on defend, on close down more, with a Carrillo coming in on support, on close down more, and also mark tighter. Then the Mazzala is still going to remain in the team, but a bit more of a composed sort of version of him. Sorry, support on close down more, and also mark tighter. A winger on the left is going to be on support, on cut inside, shoot more often, run from position, and also close down more. The winger on the right is simply going to be a default winger, and to finish it off, we're going to bring the false 9 in, and he's a little bit deeper than a deep line forward. He's going to link up the play, come in, pass the ball around as well. He's simply going to be on roam from position and also close down more. So again, this is going to have a lot more possession, I'm going to say. Less goals, but better defensively. And obviously, as I just said, more of the ball. Still based off the fluid counter on the positive mentality, we are still going to stick with fairly wide, or wide actually, because that is how we play. We're going to pass into space, we're going to play out from the back. This is going to remain the same. The tempo is going to go down though. And because I just said, obviously, this is to be used to seal out a game, you best know Ancelotti, he loves a bit of time wasting. So we're going to frequently time waste, we're going to run at defence, and we're going to keep mixed crosses on. Transition is going to be quite simple. Counter press, counter, play to anyone across the back line while taking short goal kicks. Because again, this tactic is going to be countering, but I don't want it to be negative and just sat back. I want them to be putting in challenges and flying forward. Lastly, out of possession is going to be the standard line, the high press line of engagement, more often, prevent short goal distribution, and also get stuck in. That's going to give you your PC tactics, now to the mobile and then to the console. Do not click off the video if you want those two. Let's go into it. Just say we had a whale of a time on console, as we do actually lift the treble, the Spanish First Division, the Spanish Cup, and the Spanish Super Cup against Barcelona and Mallorca, and the league we absolutely took over. In fact, I've got to see this. We only lost 2 games. Barcelona lost 7, Atletico Madrid lost 7. These 2 losses were against Atletico and Valencia, but I mean, that is nearly the perfect season. In terms of goal scorers, Rodrigo gets the top goal scorer, Jude Bellingham, obviously the highest average rating, Vinicius with the most assists, 106 goals scored, which is remarkable, and only 30 conceded. The data hub is going to look very good as well. 2.79 goals a game, only 0.79 conceded, an 87% pass completion, and a shots per game at 16.76. We completely took over. But even on mobile, we had a great time. Obviously, in the Spanish Super Cup, beating Atletico Pamplona in a 1-0 win. We also did win the Spanish First Division, which, of course, is the Santander, the BBVA, whatever you want to say. Of course, Champions League, definitely room for improvement, as it is for the Spanish Cup. Rodrigo with 44 goals, Valverde with 19, and Vinicius picking up the most yellow cards. Not really impressed with that side of things, but overall, the tactic absolutely cooked. Now, of course, you boys have enjoyed today's video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and once again, if you want to get the console and the mobile tactics, they are exclusively over to the Patreon. Not to be awkward, but obviously I have to go out my way to obviously play on PC and play on mobile, so just a little perk I can give back to you guys as well. I'll see you boys in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day.